So this is just a little video to go along with my little blog post about my pens, and I would show you actually using the pens, except that I need somebody to be able to tape this, and I don't have anybody here today. So I'm going to just do this, and then hopefully I can do that in a couple of days. So this probably looks different than in the video that you probably will see later on from Jane, because I'm constantly rearranging stuff in my studio for it to work. I recently found these tubs at Target, and I love them. They're like silverware caddies, and so as you can see, there's 3 different sections for silverware, and then there's this big section. But what I've done is these are kind of jammed in there, so I can't take it out. But what's in there is just a can. This happens to be a beer can, and it was like the right size, and we had tons of them. It's a heavier duty beer can. It's not like a normal thing, but we had a bunch of them because Tracy drinks that a lot, and we saved them. So I fit 4 in here, and then the sections, between the cans are also great areas to put pens so that they don't flop over. So I had to come up with this because we just bought a vintage 1963 little camper, and it's just so cute. I found it for $700, and we're so excited to go make art in the woods while we're camping. So I had to have something that I could just pack up and go, which these are awesome. So really quickly, what I'm doing is, I know you're supposed to keep these Copic markers flat, but I only use the sketch tip end. I don't use the chisel end. And so, by the way, the sketch end always will have this little gray mark. And so you could just grab them and put them in. If you start taking note of that, it doesn't take you so long to go, okay, wait, which one is the chisel end? And look for the little symbol. Just look for that. Okay, so I've got stuff stuffed in here, pens that I don't really use all that often, a bunch of Sharpies, blah, blah, blah. The reason I have so many Copics is we had a wholesale account with them, and we decided to buy a bunch, well, the whole set actually, at wholesale cost for our students to use in our classes, so it seemed like a good excuse at the time. Oh, these, by the way, are my favorite Copics. In fact, these 3 is what I use, like, almost all the time. Like, I would say 80% of the time. Let's see here. Tombos. These are my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens in Superfine. There is an extra Superfine. Don't use that very much. It's just super tiny. These are the same kind of pen, a fine liner, but they're made by Copic, and these won't smear when you go over them with the Copics. That's the thing I love about the Tombos. They don't smear anything, but the Copics will smear when you're using those. So these are my brush pens that are like water pens, but I fill them with, this happens to be Dilutions, but ink, and I love drawing with these. And as soon as I get somebody to hold the camera for me, I will show you how I use all of those. Color pencils. Love, love, love anything that is neon, so I had to get, I just found some different ones recently. This is a Konar. Wouldn't recommend it. Not as creamy as I was hoping. These Aerogetons, or whatever, however you pronounce them. I got the fluorescent pack, and I really, really love those. And let's see here, regular pencils of various widths. And then I found these old, I tend not to use anything water media after I've done my collage, but these are the Inktense. Tracy really likes those. Sharpie poster paint pens. These are the Montana markers that look like that. And then you can see, for the most part, I'm storing, these are the Molotovs, I'm storing them upside down, again, to keep the tips wet. And I think that's going to work just fine. You can't tell as well from the bottoms of them what colors they are, but they work just fine. These are some new, tinier Sharpie poster paint pens that is water-based. This is like the light pink extra fine point. So these have been really fun. Love gel pens. Let's see here. Somewhere I just bought some Letraset, or no. I don't see them here. But they are neon. They're neon. Well, I don't see them. Anyways, okay, so, oh, I want to show you this too, real quick. This is like a jewelry tray, and I cut letters out, and I put them in there. So, when I'm spelling a word, they're already cut out, and I was looking for, I haven't done this for a long time. I just found my tray, and this is a journal from 2004, but this is kind of what I used to do with them. And I pulled it out. I'm gonna revive that. So that's my short little video on my pens. Oh, I just found them. Okay, so these I just bought from Dick Blick, and I'm kind of loving them at the moment. They are Letraset neon markers. And they're supposedly brand new. And I'm not going to be able to get this off. Anyways. But I think they come as a set. So this is the set right here. Anyways, for any of you other people who love neon.